Right, so I took out the C-shaped segments. I took the 6C segments out. Uh, oh damn it! Wires are getting tangled up. So, where are we? So I took all this lot out, the six of those, and I put 6 of the old ones of these without the middle sections in, temporarily until we can get some more filament to print my new designs, which I plan on doing. I can't seem to shut this one. Wires are getting stuck in the door. What you bugger. Right, so it's running really quiet. It's so quiet I can almost hear the motor going. Really quiet. Anyway, so what we've got is an alternate set. We've got the 6 segments from the new set which I did, which were the extended nanocrystalline, and 6 of the slightly shorter ones, which is why I get this weird waveform, which is kind of alternating a bit. And we're at 1,350. It's fluctuating a bit. It's middle of the day, so we do get power fluctuations, and the input current's dropped a bit, so I'm glad I'm not at the 300 milliamp mark, which is something. So what I do plan on doing is I've been playing around. I've got this one segment populated with some nanocrystalline, and from what I can feel just by holding it next to some magnets, this has got a lot less drag, because the points of the nanocrystalline are pointing to a focal point in the center, and on that side, on this side, they tend to point inwards slightly, so it focuses. So that gives the effect that as the magnet is passing, it rotates the field around that corner there, and the same on this side. The magnetic field tends to get rotated a little bit, so it repulses more and it releases more, which is much better. So I plan on doing a whole bunch of these when I get some more filament. So I'll be basically needing, what is it, let's see, I can't bloody add up right now. So if there's 6 segments on each side, that's 12. So I'm going to need 24 of these, I think that's right. So I'm going to have to 3D print 24 of these new ones, and the good news is I can use the same nanocrystalline material that I've already cut, which is in the old ones, which I'll have to take out, and just shape it slightly. So I've got to shape it so that I can't seem to get it to focus. Come on, focus, stupid camera. Right, you can probably see it a bit better there. So yeah, it's kind of sticking out a bit because this plastic acetoned it, and it's shrinking a bit, so it sticks out a bit. It's going all the way through to the bottom. So that's when I've put the stuff in, and this one I haven't done yet. I haven't put anything in that one. Well, in theory I should only need to do 22 actually, because I've already done 2, haven't I? But yeah, I've still got to put nanocrystalline in them. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you what the result is. With this configuration, I actually get about 50 milliamps on the output. We do get a bit of drag though at the moment, so a bit of a slowdown at the moment, but we should be better once I get this designed right. Once I get these designed right, we should be able to overcome that drag like I did previously. Now let's just flick the meter on. We're at about 0.9 volts. Let's see what current is. Current is about 50 milliamps on that coil. It is slowing down a bit, but I expect it to do a bit. But yeah, we're dropping about 1,340 now. So on the RPM thingy, yeah, we are losing some RPM. I'm not going to stand hovering over that for long, so I need to sort that out. Because if you remember previously, on the original design, we didn't see much of a slowdown. Now, I'm still working on that. I'm still working on what I need to do with these core materials. It might be that I just need to populate one side, you know, the two on one side. That might be something I'll try when I get the filament, is just populate one side of these to try that, because then I can populate the other side later if I need to do that. So it's just something I'm experimenting with at the moment, trying different configurations. But obviously it's easier to leave out one side than it is to start removing it. So at some point I might just populate one side, try that, see what effect that has, and if it doesn't give us a gain or an improvement, then I'll populate both sides. So we'll figure that out later, because I can't do a lot right now until I get some filament. But yeah, it is definitely running a lot quieter. In fact, I don't even need my paperweight on there. I actually did make a change. Use a brass spacer there now, so I've actually got a brass, instead of the plastic 3D printed spacer, I put a brass sleeve down, because the plastic one was annoying me. It was getting on my nerves because it kept fouling the inside of the bearing a bit, on the inside of the sleeve, and the brass one is better because I can clamp between this pulley and the bearing much more effectively, and to prevent the shaft from sliding through. Because if the shaft slides through the bearing, then my rotor starts shifting either to the back or the front and starts catching on the canopies. By having it clamped like this, it stops the shaft from moving through the bearings and fouling up against and rubbing and catching. Because I found out that's one of my issues I had before, was it would occasionally start catching, and I couldn't figure out why it was catching when it wasn't catching originally. And it turns out that the bearing, the drive shaft, was slowly vibrating out, and the rotor that's inside the canopy was moving forwards or backwards and catching on the canopies. So anyway, I've got that anchored right in the center now, so it's not able to move backwards or forwards. So it's running a lot better now. I left it running for quite a while actually, because I wanted to see what it would peak at, and I've seen a pretty decent peak of around 1,370 RPM, which is not bad really, considering our original peak was 1466 plus 1550, which was the absolute peak previously. So it's not doing bad, considering it's got 6 of the new segments in there with the close coupled, and it's running pretty well actually. So I did expect a bit of a slowdown compared to the original, because there's a lot more magnetic flux in there, remember, because I also added extra magnets in there. I mean, both this side has got 3 magnets in each slot, and the other side has got 3 magnets in each slot. So obviously that's going to increase the amount of drag because the amount of magnetic flux is much higher than it was originally. So I'm quite surprised that we're even getting 0.8 of a volt. And I'm really happy that we're getting 1350 RPM around about, because it goes up and down a bit. Power, the mains power is going up and down, which is affecting my input supply over there, so that seems to be fluctuating a bit. So I just thought I'd let you know where we are at the moment. So hopefully next week, well, within the next 3 or 4 days, I should maybe by the end of the week next week, I should be able to get some more filament, I'm hoping. So that's just a little update on where we are at the moment. So that's it for now.